أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. So, oh, those who believe. So, what does kutiba mean? What sort of verb is this?
Prescribed for you, passive.
Prescribed on you. So, passive, exactly. So, Allah is not saying who's doing the prescribing. So, obviously, it's implied that it's Allah, but prescribed on you. As-siyamu, fasting. So, as-siyamu, I don't know if you remember this or not, is the naibul file. When you have a passive verb, then the object becomes in rafa form and it's called naibul file. So, it's replacing the regular file. Kama, as or just as, kutiba was prescribed, alalladhina min qablikum, on those before you, la'allakum tattaqun, so that you are righteous or you are God conscious. So this highlights the most important function of fasting, which is to become God conscious. Ayyama ma'dudat, ayyam means days, ma'dudat numbered, so a certain number of days. For man, so who kana is from you, minkum maridan, so whoever is sick or on travel, Allah safarin because it's in jar because of Allah. For iddatum min ayamin ukhar, so for him is a certain number of days or a prescribed number of days, min ayamin ukhar, from some other days, so you can basically make up later. Wa alallazina, and on those who yutiqunahu. This literally, the Urdu word taqat comes from here. So who has the strength, or here it says who can afford it, but taqat has the same root as this. So whoever has the strength or the capacity, fidyatun, fidyatun. So there is a sort of a fidya, literally the word fidya is coming from here. Ta'amu miskinan. So this is a mudaf ilay. So if somebody has a strength, then the fidya is feeding of the poor. And by the way, this ayat on fasting was revealed relatively early, and after this ayat was replaced. So when the earliest ayat were revealed on fasting, at that point people had the option to feed the needy, but then later on this option was taken away. First, so man who tatawwa'a, volunteers, khayran, good. So for huwa khayrul lahu, that's better for him. Wa an tasumu, so whoever fasts, khayrul lakum. Can somebody tell me why the tasumuna is, why is the noon removed from here?
Because an is
because of an.
Makes it nisab. Yeah.
Exactly. So remember, what are the four major words that make the fail nasab?
Lan, an, izan.
Lan, an, hatta, iza. Right. So lan, an, hatta, izan. So this is one of the words that makes the fail in nasab form. So if you fast, that's better for you, in kuntum ta'alamun, if only you knew. Now in the next ayat, there are several examples of what we are talking about in the next two ayats. So I want to see if you can catch the various kinds of lams in here. Shahrur Ramadana, the month of Ramadan. So Shahrur Ramadana, this is actually mudaf ilay, but Ramadan is a Maryam word. So even though this is in jar, but it's written as Ramadana. So the month of Ramadan, allazi, that which unzila, revealed, passive, fihi, in it, al-Quran. So the most important aspect of the month of Ramadan is that the Quran was revealed in it. Hudan, its guidance. Lin nasi, what lam is this?
The four belonging to.
Exact. This is the harfe jar for people. Wa bayyinatin, and clear proofs. Minal huda, from guidance. Wal furqan, and the criteria. Faman shahida minkum. So whoever witnesses this month from all of you, and witnesses what? Ash-shahra, the month. Fal yasumhu. So what is this? How does this relate to what we've studied today?
He should. So
Exactly.
the
How do you know?
falyam
How
is,
do you
so
know
he
that this
should
is a
fast.
command and not a lame kai?
Because there's a sukoon on meme and there's also a sukoon on lam. So
Excellent. So he
it's
should fast, and then who is referring back to the month. So he should fast the month.
right.
So you see, so this is what I was saying earlier, that in the Quran, very often Allah is commanding us in the third person. And that's why it's so important to understand this. Wa man kana maridan aw ala safarin. So whoever is sick or traveling, for iddatun, then sort of a prescribed number of days, of other days. So obviously you should make it up later. Yuridullahu, yuridu, what does yurid mean? Yuridu? He wants
irada to
or
want.
intends. He intends from irada, exactly. And Allah is in rafa, so that means Allah is the subject. Allah wants bikum, for all of you, al yusra. What does al yusra mean?
To be easy.
Easy.
Ma'al usri yusra. So
Innama al
remember it from
usri
there.
yusra.
Innamal usri yusra.
Exactly.
Easiness.
Easiness, exactly. So Allah wants for you ease. Wala yuridu, and He does not want bikum for you al usra, difficulty. Wali tuk milu. Okay, now which lam is this? Wali tuk milu.
Lame, so that you, so that could be
Yeah, that's
kai.
lame kai. Yeah, how do you know?
The li. So instead of wal tukmilu,
Exactly,
it's vali
exactly.
tukmilu.
So these subtle things make a big difference. So wali tuk milu, so that you tukmilu. The Urdu word is takmil karna, mukammal karna. So that you may complete al iddata, the prescribed period. Wali tukabbiru, and so that you may magnify or express the greatness of Allah. Allah ma hadakum, over what He guided you. Wa and la'allakum, so that all of you tashkurun, so that all of you are grateful.
I have two questions, Arsab, on this ayat.
Please go ahead.
The first one was the wali tuk milu. So we know it's lamakai, but it couldn't also in theory be lam harf jar wale lam, unless we look at the whole thing. Just as
Okay.
Dhamma doesn't.
Okay, great question. Can somebody answer that?
Yeah, then it would be le takmilun. It wouldn't have the noon dropping, right? If it's
No. We discussed this today, and it's a great question that shows that you're thinking. And anybody else?
After lame jar, it's an ism.
Excellent, very good. So after lame jar, what does lame jar mean? That it needs to give the ism, put the ism in jar. So then that's exactly the right answer.
We have a verb right now, complete.
Yeah, exactly. What sort of a verb is this?
Passive.
passive.
Yeah.
It's passive. Okay.
Wali tukmilu, so that actually this is a more advanced sort of verb with the derived verbs, so that has a pesh in the beginning. Yafala yufilu. The passiveness comes, so this actually means so that you complete, and this is second person, but it's not a command. It is the lame kai, wali tukmilu, so that you complete the period. Wali tukabbiru, so that you magnify Allah. All right.
The second question was the difference between usra and yusra.
Innamal. So where is that over here? So al yusra is al yusra is ease.
Usra is hardship. So Ma'al usri yusra. With hardship comes ease.
Exactly. And the way, silly little way in which I remember, the Yusra is just easier to say. Like Yusra. And then the Ain is hard to say. Usra. If you actually try to say Ain the proper Arabic way, it's a bit of a struggle.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, sorry,
Yusra.
they're completely different words.
Yeah, they are.
Okay,
Yeah. There's a big difference
I
between a
was-
Ya. One has a Ya, the other has an Ain. Usra.
Yeah.
I, for some reason, think the ya was plural. Anyway, I was lost. Like, thank you. Got it.
Sometimes you make life more complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah. The only thing I was saying was I remember it with the verse Ma'al usri yusra.
Yeah,
With
exactly.
hardship.
Innamal usri yusra. But with difficulty or hardship comes ease. And this is also the dua that we do at the beginning. Can you remind me of our dua? Rabbi yassir
Rabbi yassir
wala
wala
tu'assir. That's in command form. Oh Lord, make easy wala tu'assir, and don't make difficult. Okay. And then the last ayat for today. And this is a very powerful and an important ayat. And iza when sa'alaka. So what does this mean? Someone sa'alaka. So I want you to do this together.
When
So
you are
I'll
asked,
ask you.
So
No, sa'ala is ask and ka is you. So
yeah. And who is the subject?
the ibadi, hold on. Yeah, ibadi because my servants.
Exactly. So Allah is talking to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Allah is saying to the Prophet, and when sa'alaka ibadi, when my slave asks you. So notice this is expressed in like singular. So Allah is expressing Allah is not expressing His majesty, He is expressing His closeness to us. So when sa'alaka ibadi, when my slave asks you, anni,
About me.
فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. So indeed I am close. Ujibu, what does this mean?
Jawab. So I
Yeah,
guess
from jawab. And then what does the alif in the beginning mean?
I respond or I
respond.
answer.
So this is fail mudari. So I respond. It means I respond. It could also mean I will respond. So I respond. I will respond. Da'wata da'i. This is mudaf ilayh. Da'wata da'i. The call of the caller. All right. So da'wata da'i is, I respond to what? This is da'wata da'i mudaf ilayh. So the sort of the calling or the invocation of the one who invokes ad-da'i, iza when da'an, he calls. So these three words, da'wat ad-da'i, da'an, all same root, but obviously the words are different. So I respond to the call of the caller when he calls. Fal yastajibu li. This is again something we've studied today. So what does this mean? Which lam is this?
They should.
Exactly.
Amar. Lame amar.
Exactly. Lame. Fal yastajibu li. So he should respond.
He should.
Li. Which lam is this?
to me.
Yeah, to me or for me. So
To me.
and so he should.
Is it he or they? So they should, because it's jibu, right?
Yeah, exactly. They should, exactly. This is plural. Excellent. So they should respond to me, and responding to Allah means, connecting with Allah, listening to Allah. And then again, very strong words. So Allah saying, I'm listening to you, I'm responding to you, but here is what you got to do. So let them respond to me. Wal yu'minu bi. And wal yu'minu, is this a command or is this a lame kai?
Command.
It's a command.
Lame amar.
So yu'minu bi, so they should believe in me. La'allahum, so that they yarshudun, so that they are, led, so that they are properly guided, so that they are rightly guided. So that's what yarshudun means.
What the root of that is Rashada?
Yeah, rashada. Rashada means to be like rightly guided. Like even the name Rashid means somebody who is properly guided.
And the Khulafa Rashada, right?
Yeah, the rightly
Rashida.
guided prophets.
Couple of questions, Arif sir.
Please go ahead.
In one place it says li, and the other place it says bi. Falyastajibu li and wal yu'minu bi.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
although they more or
No,
less
this
mean
is-
the same thing.
You see, it's a very good question. This is something I'll just take a step back. Very often in the Quran, there are verbs, and then the verb has some preposition that's connected with the verb. You will notice that very often the verb that has to do with iman, amana, has the preposition be. So amana billahi wa malaikatihi. So you'll notice that whenever we are talking about our faith in God or having faith in whatever the Prophet told us, then the preposition that is used with iman is be. You will notice this
Okay,
over and over.
I think you spoke about it once before, yeah.
Amantu billahi wa malaikatihi. So it's just like in English also, many verbs are used with prepositions. So when we say to give, but you can also use to give with to give up, to give in. So just like prepositions are used in English to change the meaning or to impart a particular meaning, similarly in Arabic, prepositions are used with a particular verb, and that preposition impacts the meaning of the verb. So whenever be is used with amana, the meaning in the Quran has to do with having faith in what was divinely revealed through the Prophet. So that's how be is used. And then there'll be other places in the Quran where the same verb will have a different meaning depending on what preposition is used. So sort of in an Urdu context, the way our teacher says is कि ये be यानी कि सिला है, fail का सिला. Now I don't know what fail ka sila, how it's translated in English, but the way I just say it is, it's the preposition associated with the verb. So that's
Yeah,
the
I
be.
recall. Yeah, I recall you had talked about this once before as well. Now I
Yeah, the reason we are doing this is, so all these things, as we keep doing it, then it just sinks in. And then the other one is li. Li literally means for me. Okay, so the lam is lam e jar, but then after that, rather than having a regular ism, we just have the sort of the, what is called the pronoun. So in Urdu, in English, it would be pronoun. In Urdu, it would be the zamir. So li is for me or to me. Falyastajibu li. So they should respond. Li is to me.